Well, that's not what you do, right?
But you don't need to give because every seat has a sheet.
I don't know. I'm asking for a specific
You can sit in a verse.
like method of step. I was like, I don't know.
Right, so it's like what will go? Like, let's say it's a posh football thing. That we just like live. Additionally, it's more secure.
Can you do a couple of minutes to do question 1?
The thing is, I think isn't far back. It's like people are trying to be asked about it. They're like obviously a certain
So like, there's different people, like people that like, do you know how like daily nails like?
yeah, but also other people actually want to put in the effort to call their opinion in. You know what I mean? Like, actually, average people wouldn't bother doing it.
Yeah, young people don't necessarily watch television now. It's a lot like on demand shit.
Especially politics.
You're like John. I like the sort of things going forward. It's more sensitive to have too much time.
What about 5? Like 3 years in.
I know that
So you're saying not as long as we talk is like
I don't think because we don't use it. Yeah, pretty dry one.
did you go no relationship? I went no relationship.
Only people are watching it. No, it's going to be a politics program and people actually go out of the way to call it only a certain type of person going to do that. Not like representative of everyone in England. How would you be asked calling it?
Maybe people that have phones on it.
Everyone has a home phone.
My home says. What do I feel about that?
Do you have a phone? Yeah, the yellow pages.
Oh my god, you're scared.
You can sit anywhere, ma'am. Every seat has a copy of the sheet. All right. For question 1, the answer is right. The answer is as follows. Do you think this would be representative? Do you think this is a representative sample or not? Part 1. Not representative. Not representative because I mean only people who like football would probably go to watch football, right? Not everybody likes football, right? Right. Number 2. Would this be representative or no? Huh? No. Not representative. That's because not everybody can afford to live in an expensive town, right? Okay. I mean, I live in a crappy place, so not really, Number 3. Number 3 is representative or not? Yes or no? Yes, representative. Number 4. Number 4 is not representative because not everybody has TV. Not right, and number 5, hello guys, you're right. And number 5 is also not representative. All right, so the only thing of the 5 cases, the only representative sample is number 3, right? All right, can you do number 2, please? Question 2. Is that clear to all of you guys? We are doing question 2, guys, if you came late. Question 2.
Look at this, look at that.
There is certainly shit going around. It will come to you, sir. Guys, make sure that you sign that in a sheet. It goes around somewhere. Yeah, it will come around to you, sir. Once again, you should have done with just 1. Can you give it to me now, please? If you haven't handed it, can you please give it to me now? Don't, you give it to me. I don't want everybody to give it to me during the lectures because it's too much. So if you haven't done it, you have it with you, please give it to me now.
I mean, that's the distribution, isn't it? They're all just one bits and that.
But that's the extra one. Let's say, yes, well,
Thank you, sir. Anyone else who has done quiz 1? They have anyone else who has quiz 1 with them right now? Please give it to me now. There are about 100, more than 100 students who have not handed this one. All right, let's do question 2, guys. I mean, there's no need to copy this down because after this lecture, after this class, I will scan everything and put it online. So don't bother to copy these down. All right. Question 2. Question 2, part 1. Do you think this is a representative sample? No. Because not everyone All right, number 2. Do you think this is representative?
No.
Why not?
Maybe because if people are earning that much, they might not want to respond.
Yeah. Yeah. So the answer is no. We are doing question 2. All right, number 3, guys. Yes or no?
Yes.
Why is that?
Leading question.
Misleading question. Yes. Because the question says, is this practice unfair? Which kind of implies that you're going to say it's unfair. So, kind of biased. The question is biased, right? Misleading or biased. Okay, all right, can you do number 3, please? Question 3. Yes. Can you make sure that everybody signs? It's coming to you, sir. Coming to you. You got
question
Ted, can you give him a copy? You run out of copies or what? And you do question 3, please, guys. Question 3. Oh, you've done this. Anyone else who has done the quiz wants to hand it in now? Wants to hand it in right now? Thank you, Mary. What's your ID here? Okay, thank you. I'll find that. Which one is yours? This one? Oh, sorry. Anyone else who has done the quiz? And wants to hasn't handed in yet?
I know it. Somebody's best man.
Is he done this on The Apprentice? No.
I don't know.
No, that's the next
Next egg.
No, it's not. Isn't it close to the privacy? No, it's lived, what's the, they had a coalition.
Yeah, here's the memorial.
Wait, I don't know.
Guys, can you do question 3, please?
Your ankles. I think I need to go I don't actually.
Do you find population value to be added up to them?
By 5, yeah.
Anyone who hasn't got a copy of the problem sheet?
You've got how to take it.
No, so the numbers are up. What's happening?
12. Add up the subs. People is food replacement as well. Food replacement as well.
Just went into this, you have the same manager.
Right, question 3. The sample space, in this case, the population, okay, not the sample, the population consists of these numbers 2, 3, 6, 8, and 11. Okay, the probability of drawing each of them is 1/5 because you have 5 numbers, right? So the first part is to compute the mean, expected value of x, right? Remember what I showed you on last week. The expected value of x is this is the formula I gave you last week. Yes, so this is gonna be 2 times the probability, which is 1/5, 3 times the probability 1/5, 6 times the probability 1/5, 8 times the probability 1/5, 11 times the probability 1/5. And if you simplify this, you will get the answer is 6. Yeah. Part 2 is to find the population variance, right? To find the population variance, you can use the... Come on, listen guys. You can use this formula which I gave you last week. Yeah? Now, we know what this guy is, and we just need to find out the expectation of x squared, which is gonna be 2 squared, which is 2 squared times 1/5, plus 3 squared times 1/5, plus 6 squared times 1/5, plus 8 squared times 1/5, plus 11 squared times 1/5. Alright, so if you compute this, you will get 234 divided by 5. So hence the variance of x will be 234 divided by 5 minus the square of 6, which will give you 10.8. Right? So that's the variance. Now part 3 is a tricky. Are you guys okay so far? Right, part 3, it says, by considering all possible samples, calculate the mean and the variance of the sampling distribution x bar. Remember, x bar is the sample mean. No, we haven't done theorem 1.4, so we can only do like part of the question, right? Now the thing is, you need to write down all the possible samples there can be. So you can have, what are the possible values you can get, guys? You can get 2, because we are doing it with replacement, right? So you can have 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 6, 2, 8, and 2, 11. Right, this is one sample. Right, these are possible values. Then you can have 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 6, 3, 8, 3, 11. Then you can have 6, 2, 6, 3, oh man, 6, 6, 6, 8, 6, 11. And you can have 8, 2, 8, 3, 8, 8, 8, 6, 8, 8, 8, 11. Right, and finally you will have 11, 2, 11, 3, 11, 6, 11, 11, sorry, 11, 8, I mean, 11, 8, and 11, 11. Okay, so these are all the possible values for when you draw two numbers without replacement. These are all the possible choices you can have. Now the question is to compute the mean and the mean and the variance of the sampling distribution of x bar. X bar, remember, is the sample mean, right? Now, so what you need to do, guys, is you need to compute the mean for each of these pairs, right? So, I don't have a red pen, but what is the mean for 2, 2? It's 2, right? And 2, 3. Sorry, 6.5. You see what I'm doing now? What I'm doing is I'm writing down the mean values for each of the pairs. 3, 2 is 3, 3 is 6. 3, 6 is so 3. 3, 8 is 3, 11 is 7. And 6, 2 is 4. $17. Okay, so these are the averages. So you see, is that right? So for each of the possible outcome, I have computed the averages, right? Now what you need to do is the following. You need to All right. You need to find the. All right. You need to list all the possible outcomes for x. Right. Let x denote the average. Okay. Now, what are the possible values for x? You have. You guess, okay, what are the possible values we see for x? Is we have 2, you have 2.5, you have 3, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 8, 8.5, 9.5 and 11. So these are the possible averages we have for x, right? Now, how many outcomes have x equal to 2? If you look at, I know you can't see it now because I've taken it away.
Only one.
Only one. So it's 1 out of 1 out of 25. Because we have 25 outcomes, right? And how many outcomes have 2.5? 2 up. 3. 2 up.
That's 2.
And how many outcomes have 3? 1. And how many outcomes have 4? 2. 4.5, also 2. 5, also 2. 4.5 is also 2. 6, that's 1. 6.5 has 2. 7 has 4. 8 has 1. 8.5 has 2. 9.5 has 2. And 11 has 1. All right? You follow what I've done, guys. This is the table. This is the table giving the distribution of x bar. X bar being the average. X being the average. Sorry, maybe I should call it x. I should call it x bar. Right? X bar. Right? Okay. X bar being the average. These are the possible values you can take, and these are the corresponding probabilities, right? Okay, now to compute the mean and the variance is trivial. To compute the mean and the variance, all you have to do is, okay, to find the mean, you multiply 2 with 1 over 2, 2.5 with, and so on until 11 with 1 over 2.5. Okay? And if you compute this, you look at this to be equal to 6. Yeah? Are you listening to me, guys, or not? I mean, there's no need to copy this, guys. As I said, as soon as the class is over, I will scan everything and put it online, guys. And the expectation of the square of the sample mean will be will be 41.4, and therefore the variance of x bar will be 41.4 minus 6 squared, which is 5.4. Alright, so that's, I know it's a long question, but it completes question 3. And you now do question 4, please. Is that clear to all of you or not? Everybody sign this, guys. Hello? You have signed it? Yeah. You haven't signed?
Get to sleep so far in the morning. I am traveling at 6 in the morning, then traveling. I just lie there and like watching something.
今天雇主就被通知说，就是新年有一些的期待，我对新年特别。没有现在。但是国内
You do question 4, please, now.
然后我是在做上次我们去机场的时候，他中东各地的时候，大概好爽。
You guys follow this? Alright, so question 4 is a continuation of question 3. The only difference is that you're doing it without replacement. You see, in question 3 we did it with replacement. Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
No, I should have calculated.
I have that in the sheet, so can you copy to this? We got people who haven't signed. Thank you. Can you sign this, please, sir? You can sign this. Who hasn't signed that on the sheet? Anyone else who hasn't signed? You can sign. Okay. You just sign. Sorry. All right. Question 4 is similar to question 3. So let me show you how to do it. So in this case, the outcomes are different because you're doing it without replacement. The outcomes are going to be the following. It's going to be 2, 3, that's one outcome. 2, 6, 2, 8, 2, 11, right? And then you have 3, 6, 11. So these are the possible outcomes, right? Is that right? Yes. Okay. Now the total. What is 2 plus the average of 2 and 3 is
2.5.
And 6 and 8, 7. 6, 11 is 17. 8.5. 19. 9.5. Alright, these are the averages.
That's all I'm looking at. I think just double probably.
Alright, so the possible outcomes, when you guys listen please, the possible outcomes and the corresponding probabilities as follows. So X will have, the possible outcomes will be 2.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, I'm running out of page, 5.5, 6.5, 7, 8.5, 9.5. Right, now how many we have? We have 1 out of 10. There are only 10 pairs here, okay? For this we have 1 out of 10. For this we have 1 out of 10. Alright? Alright guys? You guys okay? Alright, so these are the corresponding probabilities. So to compute the mean and the variance is trivial, alright? So to find the mean of X bar, all you do is 2.5 multiplied by 10, 4 multiplied by 10, and so on until 9.5 multiplied by 10. So you get, the answer will be, let me see, I don't have a calculator so I need to look at that. You get the answer 6 again, alright? Right, and to find the variance, you need this guy here. There's gonna be 2.5 squared multiplied by 10, 4 squared multiplied by 10, and 9.5 squared multiplied by 10. And this will give you 40.05. Okay, and therefore the variance of X bar will be as follows: 40.05 minus 6 squared, which is 4.05. So the variance, listen guys, the variance is compared to what we got in with replacement. This variance is smaller. So the sampling without replacement is more efficient than sampling with replacement, because the variance is smaller. Remember, the smaller the variance, the better the speed. Right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Can you do question 5, please?
One of item B.
Can you do question 5, please, now?
Population means 9.
Like an obvious question, why I just say it for the question.
We'll talk about median today, but we haven't done what we'll talk about it later today in the class. Sorry guys, we haven't done reading yet. We'll talk about it today. But you should be able to do it anyway.
小时候 reading， reading， 中文书，中文书呗。你今天在课上讲的，中文书这个东西，你排列好，然后就是这个。
Don't do the three options. Don't do like 3, 7, and then 3 and
You know you can do it just a number. Just leaves like a bigger
no, I'm saying, no, I'm saying don't do all possibilities, just do ones with
yeah, it just sat there.
这个后面去3、4、
If you haven't done the quiz, can you do it and answer? Hello.
Good.
Can you pass it on?
Oh yeah, it wasn't.
Anyone else?
Yeah, it was nice.
Anyone else wants to hand in the quiz now?
There should only be 3 factorial things.
我看这书上，这个看
not sure.
She's only 6 one.
It's only 6. You have 5.
I'm so media.
Okay, there's 7.
你写的这个
We've done question 4 already.
如果按小数，然后是，相当于3不对5对5等30，然后5种，所以长期。
Show me something.
你写东西。所以3啊，对对对，
If you don't have the 2, it's 7.
我上次30数哈，
What is fun about that if you're clever?
5乘4乘3乘6，这10种，肯定是10。
Yes, to be fair.
你说
I don't know.
4加
That's
这个当然，
It must be.
Thank you for choosing.
Yeah, but it has to be like.
我这里1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12、13、14。
Christina.
Oh, but it's long.
Yeah, I was going to say that. They can't yeah, I know, I haven't finished yet.
肯定赚了一个。
Mine method was not.
Alright guys.
It's like 3 now.
我还3、7、15。我找到3、7、15。
I've got 8 now.
About 3, 9, 15.
Question 5. Let's see how we can do question 5, guys. Part 1.
5, choose 3. It's 10.
So you have a population that this consists of 3, 7, 9, 11, and 15. So the population mean is trivial, right? It's just, so this is your population. It's 3, 7, 9, 11, and 15. All right, so, sorry guys. So the population mean is gonna be using the formula that I gave you last week. It's gonna be 3 times 3 times 1 over 5, yeah. Plus 7 times 1 over 5, up to 15 times 1 over 5. So if you compute this, you will get the answer 9. Okay. This is the question. Is to find the population mean. Are you guys okay? Yeah. So now write down all possible sample sizes of 3, which you can go without replacement, right? All right. So can you do that? That's easy. That's not difficult. So it's gonna be 3, 7, 9, 3, 7, 11, 3, 7, 15, 3, 9, 11, 3, 9, 15, 3, 11, 15, 7, 9, 11, 7, 9, 15, 7, 11, 15, and finally 9, 11, 15. Right? There are 10 possible outcomes. And calculate the mean and the variance of the x bar. So for each of these, you need to compute x bar. So x bar is going to be like, I'm not going to do the decimals. I'll just write it as a fraction. So the x bar is going to be like this. It's going to be 19 over 3 for this one, 21 over 3, 25 over 3, 23 over 3, 27 over 3, 29 over 3, 27 over 3, 31 over 3, 33 over 3, and finally 35 over 3. So what I have written down underneath is the sample mean, right? The sum of the three numbers divided by 3. So the expectation of x bar is just simply 19 over 3 multiplied by 1 over 10, 21 over 3 multiplied by 1 over 10, until the very last one, which will be 35 over 3 multiplied by 1 over 10. And if you compute this, this will be equal to none. Okay? Are you guys following me or not? Yeah? Now to find the variance, you need to find the expectation of x bar squared. So it's going to be 19 by 3 squared right, and if you work this out, guys, you will get approximately 83.667, right? And therefore the variance of x bar is 83.667 minus the square of 9, which is 2.667. So that's the variance. Alright, that's part 2, guys. Now part 3 is to, for the we won't be able to do part 3 because we haven't covered sample median in the class yet. I will talk about sample median this afternoon, right? Okay. All right, guys. I will see you in the. All right. I will see you in the class at 3 o'clock. And please, one more time, if you haven't handed in quiz 1, can you do it now? Can you give it to me now, please? Right.
没有你写的太简单了。我后来客户也比较好。是吗？我没有。那其实你写的大。
The lecture because we for this labs and we were just sitting in lab before and we realized
Sorry, man. Sorry, today we're going through the problem sheet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So there's just one more lab today, right?
Yeah, there are two more. There are two more today. One from 2 to 3 and then 4 to 5. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
We got it for our growth.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you. Bye.
进程哥差不多了，你是我们
Oh, thank you, sir.
战水人。
Have a good day, sir. Have a good day, I said. Yeah, thank you. Can you give this Tracy?
Okay. Is there any lab sessions for this week?
No, not this week. No.
See you soon.
See you, man. Hello. You okay? No, man. You done the quiz, man? You have okay, thank you. See you guys. Bye, thank you.
I can send you pictures of all of them. Yeah. That's fine. Oh, I need to have that in. Is it in your album? Do you think if I emailed him mine? If I emailed him mine and said I was in Ireland, do you think he'll take it? Probably. The statistics guy said no. He said no. Yeah. But I guess if that one didn't say anything. Exactly. I was going to email it.
No, because the wife completely underground is kind of cute. It's very cute.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to email it.
You know what happened last week? Why don't you just have that email? So like one of us asked like when you had a homework, I don't know, like you asked your lecturer or
Is he
something.
worse than Peter?
No, that's how it's very office. It's a the office.
That's me with the professor. Like, that would totally be rude, wouldn't it? I'd be like, sorry, what class is this?
It was so funny. That's just really
See you guys.
No, I'm gonna go home and sleep. I did up to 4 a.m. Getting to the airport. Also, I'm not even enrolled on for some reason.
Actually, all of us.